CHMAFM.com for any information about what's happening in your community.
तुम्ही सॅकविल न्यू ब्रन्सविकमध्ये ऐकत आहात CHMA 106.9 FM.
CHMA is your campus and community media hub. Our studios are available to students and community members of any age. We provide free studio space, access to professional grade equipment, training, and support to anyone that wants to get involved. Our members produce incredible radio, podcasts, social media, videos, and music albums all year long. Visit chmafm.com for more information.
All right, round two. Hey, it's Nathan. You're listening to CHMA 106.9.
The time is 9 o'clock and you are listening to CHMA 106.9 FM.
And now it's time for your CHMA News. We're broadcasting from Sackville, New Brunswick, the heart of the Maritimes and the traditional and unceded lands of the Mi'kmaq people. Coming up in the next 15 minutes, we'll have your local news, Atlantic update, weather, sports update, and some community announcements.
Good morning. This is Clinton Davis with your local CHMA News. Today, a major energy decision that could impact power bills all across New Brunswick is expected any day now, and voices in Tantramar are raising concerns. But first, there are a couple of arts events happening at Mount Allison's Owens Art Gallery this weekend, offering something for both film lovers and families. Tonight at 7 p.m., the Sackville Cinematic is screening The Apartment, the 1960 classic directed by Billy Wilder. The film is part of the gallery's ongoing series, bringing notable and influential cinema to local audiences. Then, on Sunday afternoon, the gallery is hosting its Make Something Sunday program, a hands-on creative session for all ages. This week's activity focuses on freestyle weaving, giving participants a chance to experiment with materials and create their own textile-inspired pieces. More information on both events is available through the Owens Art Gallery and Tantramar events listings. And now, for our feature story. A decision on a proposed natural gas plant in New Brunswick could come at any time as residents and local officials in Tantramar raise concerns about cost, environmental impact, and long-term planning. The issue came into focus during Tantramar's Council April 14 meeting, where economist Greg McCaskill spoke about the proposal and what it could mean for ratepayers across the province. McCaskill said the case against the plant has been framed around its financial impact rather than just local concerns.
We argued that it doesn't make sense anywhere in New Brunswick.
That's what he told Council on Tuesday. He said evidence presented during hearings suggests the project could lead to higher electricity costs.
This is going to raise rates for all New Brunswickers who are paying for electricity on top of the rate increases that they're already asking for.
According to McCaskill, the proposal could lock the province into long-term costs while sending money outside the country.
You're stuck with paying another 5% for the next 25 years, over the life of that agreement for the gas plant. That's what adds up to the $3.5 billion.
A decision from the New Brunswick Energy and Utilities Board is expected soon, but McCaskill warned that even a rejection may not end the issue.
Just because we get a no, we're not really going to take our foot off the gas.
Residents also voiced frustration during the meeting, including Penny Mott, who spoke on behalf of Seniors for Climate Tantramar. She questioned whether the project aligns with current energy and environmental priorities.
This plant would cost $3.5 billion over 25 years to be paid by ratepayers.
But Council has already passed a motion opposing the project, though some residents are calling for stronger public advocacy as the province prepares to make its decision. This all comes less than 1 month before Tantramar's municipal election date, and the pressure is on. The outcome could shape not only local environmental planning, but also electricity costs and energy strategy across all of New Brunswick. And that's it for today's local news. I'm Clinton Davis, reporting here from Tantramar. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to reach out to us at news@chmafm.com.
Hi, my name is Claire, and you're listening to CHMA 106.9 FM in Sackville, New Brunswick, the voice of the marshes.
And here is your CHMA Atlantic update. The Correctional Service of Canada says an inmate in New Brunswick's maximum security prison was the victim of assault. The inmate at the Atlantic Institution in Reynou was injured on Monday and taken to hospital for treatment. The Federal Corrections Service did not share details of the incident, but say the assailant has been identified and appropriate actions have been taken. They say the assault is being reviewed. New Brunswick's government has signed a collective agreement with school support staff. The new deal includes a general wage increase of $5 per hour, spread out over 4 years, retroactive to February 2023. The agreement signed comes more than a year after the two sides reached a tentative deal. The over 6,000 members of CUPE Local 2745 are made up of administrative and education assistants, school intervention workers, and school library employees. 2 members of the Royal Canadian Navy are facing charges after an investigation into the death of a sailor on a military boat that capsized in Halifax Harbour. Military police say Petty Officer Second Class Gregory Applin was one of 2 sailors thrown into the cold water on the night of January 24th, 2025. The military says Sailor First Class Alexander Garrison has been charged with dangerous operation of a vehicle causing death and negligent performance of military duties. As well, Master Sailor David Terry has been charged with criminal negligence, causing bodily harm, and negligent performance of military duties. The Nova Scotia government is exploring whether to create a transit network linking Halifax to 3 rural communities. The province says it's looking to gauge interest from service providers for a new system connecting the capital city with Truro, Wolfville, and Bridgewater. It says the intermunicipal transit system would offer regular, dependable travel along routes for daily commuting. The Department of Public Works says the network would ideally connect to existing fixed route services run by municipalities. A Newfoundland woman's efforts to work illegally as a nurse were laid out in court after she pleaded guilty to fraud and impersonation charges. The 46-year-old woman was previously convicted in Ontario for criminal negligence in the death of her son in 2021, resulting in the loss of her nursing license. The court heard that after his death, the woman moved home to Newfoundland and applied for work as a nurse under multiple different names. She was eventually hired by a travel nursing firm to work in retirement homes in St. John's and Gander between March 2021 and late 2022. She is scheduled for sentencing in June. And that has been your CHMA Atlantic update.
Hi, I'm Micah Branch, and you're listening to CHMA 106.9 FM in Sackville, New Brunswick.
And now for the weather. Today we're looking at cloudy skies becoming a mix of sun and cloud late in the afternoon, with fog patches dissipating in the morning with a high of 15 and a UV index of 4 or moderate. In the evening, partly cloudy with a low of +1. On Saturday, April 18th, sunny with a high of 9, then cloudy skies in the evening with a 60% chance of showers and a low of +5. On Sunday, April 19th, cloudy with a 60% chance of showers and a high of 17, with showers in the evening with a low of 6. On Monday, April 20th, showers with a high of 9, and then cloudy periods in the night with a low of -6. On Tuesday, April 21st, a mix of sun and cloud with a high of +3, and then in the evening, cloudy periods with a low of -5. Finally, on Wednesday, April 22nd, cloudy with a 30% chance of showers and a high of +4. And that has been the weather.
Hi, we are Mushy students, and you are listening to CHMA.
And here's Brian Nielsen with your CHMA Sports Update.
Last night in the NHL, it was the end of the regular season. That's right, friends. Only 2 more months of hockey to go till the offseason begins and the Stanley Cup is hoisted. But to get to the playoffs, the St. Louis Blues had to beat the Utah Mammoth 5-3. Ducks defeated the Predators 5-4 on the road. It was the Sharks putting the Jets' sorry season to bed in downtown Winnipeg with a 6-1 defeat of those folks. The Calgary Flames at least win their last home game on home ice. They defeat the visiting Los Angeles Kings 3-1. Oilers playoff bound 6-1 victors over the Vancouver Canucks to secure their second seed in the Pacific Division. And it was the Colorado Avalanche, best team in the NHL regular season, President's Trophy winners, defeating the visiting Seattle Kraken 2-0. In Major League Baseball yesterday, your San Diego Padres continue to have the best winning streak in Major League Baseball yet. An 8th straight W for the Pods. They defeat the visiting Seattle Mariners 5-2. It was the Rockies 3-2 over the Houston Astros down in Texas. The Rangers, speaking of Texas, go to Sacramento. They defeat the Athletics. 9-6 final there. It was the Cleveland Guardians behind a Parker Messick no-hitter going into the top of the 9th. They held on against the Baltimore Orioles for a 4-2 final. Tampa Bay Rays 5-3 victors over the Chi Sox on the south side of Chicago. Toronto Blue Jays fall to 7-11 on the season. 2-1 losers in Milwaukee. Brewers get that W. It was a one-run game in Pittsburgh where the Nationals defeat the Pirates 8-7. Reds get shut out at home by the San Francisco Giants. 3-0 final there. 10-9 victory for the Tigers moves their record to 10-9 on the season. And finally, the Los Angeles Angels behind the 5th homer of a 4-game series against the Bronx Bombers. The Angels win 11-4. Coming up tonight in the NBA 8th seed games going on, the Charlotte Hornets visit the Orlando Magic with the winner advancing to face the Detroit Pistons in the first round of the NBA Finals. And on the West Coast, it is the Golden State Warriors going up against the Phoenix Suns. Winner of that one goes up to face off number 1 seed, defending NBA champion Oklahoma City Thunder. Tip-off at 11 p.m.
And that's Brian Nielsen with your CHMA Sports Update. Please be sure to check out Brian's show on Mondays at 8:30 a.m. for more sports commentary.
Hi, I'm Nabiha, and you're listening to CHMA 106.9 FM.
Snow's hopefully not here anymore, friends, and you know what that means for our cute little swamp town. Yes, Sappy Fest season is officially back. Kick off spring with a fundraiser for our favorite festival. Duckies is rolling out a one-night-only mocktail menu so you can sip something special while belting it out and backing one of the best festivals this side of Turtle Island. Any persons under the age of 19 must be accompanied by a parent or guardian. This event is coming up this Saturday, April 18th from 6 to 9 p.m.
Hey folks, if you're looking for live music this April, check out the Voodoo Charmers, a blues rock band from Wolfville, Nova Scotia. You can enjoy some original songs as well as covers inspired by blues legends. You can catch them live at Duckies on April 25th from 3 to 6 p.m. The cover is $10 at the door or pay what you can. So do not miss out, folks.
The Living Things Art Collective is a not-for-profit gallery and shop that supports local makers and local artists with the full value of the sale from their work. Stop by 25 Lawrence Street to check out artwork, ceramics, textiles, and more, all made by local artists and local makers.
Are you looking for fresh art and new voice in Sackville? The Owen Art Gallery is presenting Lasting Impression, Fine Art Graduate Exhibition 2026, on view from March 21st to May 12th. This annual exhibition features work by graduating students from Mount Allison Pierre Lanson School of Fine Art, showcasing a wide range of media, idea, and creative approach. Come see what this year's emerging artists have been making. The vernissage at 2 p.m. at the Owen Art Gallery.
And And that was your CHMA News. Please visit www.chmafm.com for more news and to sign up for our email newsletter. Funding is provided by our monthly sustainers, the Community Radio Fund of Canada, and the Municipality of Tantjamar's Community Development Grant. If you have a story idea or would like to include an announcement, please write us at news@chmafm.com.
Tune in every Sunday at 8 a.m. to listen to the Bluegrass Jam hosted by Wilson Moore. This legendary maritime bluegrass show started in 1977 with Wilson hosting radio broadcasts for over 40 years and aired more than 1,400 bluegrass jam shows. Wake up with Wilson Moore on Sundays at 8 a.m. on CHMA 106.9 FM in Sackville, New Brunswick.
Music, I got all that from you.
You are listening to CHMA 106.9 FM in Sackville, New Brunswick, Voice of the Marshes. I'm Maya Noel, and this is the Late Morning Show. Today is Friday, April 17th. I hope you're having a wonderful morning. We have come to the end of the week. So let's jump in with some music. First up, we have Laura Roy with Author, and then we have Heidi Vincent with Mean Jolene.
Operation Autopilot, I've been misguided from myself. Cynical imagination, manifestations I can sell. But I've never been a good salesman, isn't in my blood. Time, I'm a bad liar, cheap tongue. You said play along, but I don't find it fun. But I can be an author and write to make it better, the stories tell to myself why I can be an author. Formulated fabrications, I fill the pages line by line, lost in full procrastination. So I'll grab the gears and shift it in drive. But I've never been a good driver, isn't in my blood. I've been it out of time, I'm a daydreamer too young. You said play along, but I don't find it fun. But I can be
He's such a beast.
That was Heidi Vincent with Mean Jolene on CHMA 106.9 FM in Sackville, New Brunswick, voice of the marshes. I'm Maya Noel, and you are listening to The Late Morning Show, and we also listened to Author by Laura Roy. Next up, we have Jesse Alexandra with 321 Self-Destruct, and then we have Tueo with Sunshine Lady.
Watch me drive you away. Swear I'm trying, yeah, I'm trying, but there's no heart here left to break. Watch me float on away. Watch the birds in my sky fly anything but straight. Wondering why I can't catch my breath or a break every time I try to shake this feeling. It's too late for apologies, too late for sympathies, too late for teary-eyed goodbyes. So I self-destruct in 3, 2, 1.
Feel
truly insecure. Pick me up in pieces, bring me back on my feet. Only you can cheer me up and bring the best out of me. Yeah. Oh, it's a joy, you know you're my sunshine lady. Such a chance to be with you.